in. Thanks so much for taking time out and just starting off with the order book, because that's a bit of a niggling worry. The fact that it has been trending downwards. Can you explain what is leading to this? And secondly, when is it that you expect to bounce back?
Hi, good morning. Thank you for having me. So I think definitely, as we've been sharing, the biggest focus has been on the optical business. There we have seen that over the last 12 to 15 months, there has been a lower demand of new demand in the US particularly, and to smaller extent in Europe. That's largely been because of a lot of excess inventory, which we've been talking about getting cleared out over the last 12 to 18 months, both for us as well as our competitors. That we are seeing now comprehensively starting to come down. Broadly over the next 3 to 5 months, that should come back to normalization levels. So you should start seeing pretty soon our order book starting to increase, where customers are already starting to place more inquiries and show more interest across our focus markets of US, Europe, as well as in India. Specifically on our services business, we're very happy to share that we have won the Jammu Kashmir project for BharatNet of phase 3, which is almost close to between 2,500, 2,600 crores, which is including 3 years of capex and 10 years of maintenance. So this is a very important win and something we're very proud of because it's a very, very difficult terrain. And we are very well placed to deploy our fiber services and reach the middle mile and last mile in Jammu Kashmir.
As you look into the future, the fact that you are exporting to US, is there a genuine fear which could come because of possibility of tariffs?
So we are quite well placed, Nikunj, out there in terms of both looking at supply from India into the US, as well as we have a new facility there. We've invested close to $50 million when we built a state-of-the-art facility in North America, in South Carolina in Lugoff. So we're very well placed to both supply from our local factory, and if there are opportunities, we will also supply from our facility in India.
So you don't expect that there could be a tariff war which could impact your exports?
We don't see a specific concern in terms of a tariff on the end product. If there are some raw materials which we import for our facility there we will continue to look for alternate options.
Indian telecom sector is on a capex binge. Jio, if I look at Bharti, 4G became 5G, 5G is now moving towards 6G. That should have translated into large orders for a ancillary supplier like Sterlite. I don't see that. Why is that?
Yeah, so I think from a market perspective, it's important to understand that essentially what you have is that from a global perspective, 50% of the world market is China. Then you have about 20% of the world market being US. Europe comes slightly below that at about 7-8%. India is less than 3 to 4% of the world fiber market. So we as a company are very, very focused on becoming world top 3. And for that, we have spent a lot of time and effort over the last 4 to 5 years building our presence, particularly in Europe and US. There, as I said, largely we have seen some inventories which have been built up through COVID period. And as those inventories are now starting to normalize, we are quite confident, as you said, this switch from 4G to 5G will be a big driver. The second driver will be fiber to the home, fiber to enterprise. The third driver, in fact, we're seeing is a big jump will start happening for data center requirement. As you move from CPU based to GPU based, you will see a between 5x to 10x jump in amount of fiber required within a data center. And then the last part are these large government projects. Like we have a $42 billion project coming up in US, which is just starting to connect rural America. Similarly, in India, we have BharatNet, and in the UK and other geographies, there are large projects. So I think there is multiple kind of tailwinds now, which we see between next 3 to 5 years. They should result in much larger fiber deployment.
Okay, I wanted to also get in a sense from you then as to the J&K order. I understand that that's in consortium with Dilip Bilkan. What is your share and what is on the table for you for this?
So essentially, we are the front bidder for this. And as like many other groups, we have bid this in consortium. So the exact details were still to be worked out in terms of the proportion. But principally, we are the front bidder. We will be ensuring that the end-to-end network is deployed and maintained 3 years for the deployment and then 10 years for the maintenance. and Dilip Pulkor will partner with us for certain portions of the EPC work. And we will make sure that end to end, the delivery and the uptime of the network is maintained as per the SLAs.
All right. Thank you for joining in, Ankit. Good chatting with you and getting a sense as to how business is shaping up. All right. That's
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.